Hey boys, today I'm going to take you through about 10-minute mobility routine to help you recover and remain mobile throughout the camp suite. So just follow along with my cues, trying to control your breathing throughout the session. We do not need anything. If you've got something like a band, that's great. If not, you can just grab yourself a towel for some stretching we'll do at the end. So we're going to start in an all fours position. Start by working through the spine, then we'll work our way up our body through our hips and up into our upper body. So we're going to start, as we often do, in a cat-cow stretch. So you're going to breathe in, eyes up to the roof, and then as you exhale, you're puffing up through your back, tucking your chin onto your chest. So as you inhale, coming up, sending your butt back, eyes up to the roof, shoulders are down and back, and exhale, round, separating the shoulder blades, tucking chin to chest. Good, breathing in, coming up, and full exhale as you round, puffing up your back. We'll just go one more each way. Breathing in, coming up, and exhale, round. Good, we'll bring our toes to touch now. Knees coming nice and wide, fingertips out in front, and we're just going to settle down into a child's pose here. We'll just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So breath in, fill up the rib cage, and full exhale, pushing out all the air. Good, 2 more like that in your own time. Good, 1 more, full breath in, and exhale. Okay, I want you to leave your right hand there, left hand comes onto the small of your lower back, dropping your shoulder down to the ground, and then we're opening up, arching as we twist through our thoracic. Good, and dropping down, and opening up, and drop down, looking under the armpit, and then opening up, arching as you're twisting, searching for the roof. Good, and switching sides. Left hand forward, right hand back. So dropping down, looking under the armpit, and then opening up, getting that thoracic rotation. Dropping down, and opening up, arching as you twist. 1 more, down, and up. Good, coming up onto our knees. I want your knees to be stacked now underneath your hips. Fingertips will go out in front. Trying to keep your hips above your knees. We're just going to drop down. If you've got the mobility, you can look straight ahead. Otherwise, you're just resting your forehead on the ground here. Just breathe through this position. Good, and coming on up there. Okay, we're just going to roll onto our backs now. Just release through our lumbar spine. So just laying on your back, feet are on the ground, and I just want you to windscreen wiper out your legs. Just going left to right. Just nice and loose, just trying to keep your shoulder blades flat on the ground. And all the movement is coming from your hips. And just getting that nice little lumbar release. You can look to the opposite direction. So 1 knee comes in, 1 knee drops out. Good, and then we'll go both legs straight. Bring your left knee up into a right angle. Okay, you're going to slightly shift your hips to the left and then drop that knee across your body. Right hand on the left leg, left hand over in front. Okay, we're going to open up, follow our thumb with our eyes until we're getting that left shoulder blade flat on the deck. 2 more like that. So make sure you're locking that right knee down, and we're opening up. Good, and 1 more. We'll hold this one at the end, reaching across, holding that position, looking towards your left fingertips. Good, and coming back up. Just both legs straight, just shake the hips side to side, and we'll get the right side now. So right knee to a right angle, shift your hips to the right, and then folding over. Left hand on the knee, and we're going to do 3 lumbar openings here. So right hand comes across, reach it across your body, looking towards that hand. And back, and open up, trying to keep that left knee glued to the ground. Good, one more. And opening up. And we'll hold it here for a count. Good, and then coming up. Just curling yourself into a little ball here. Just start with small little rocks up and down the spine. And then we'll rock all the way up to seated. Good, and coming up. So we're going to start now opening up through the hip flexors. So we'll go our left foot forward, right knee's on the ground. So we've got a right angle here. We want to create that pelvic tilt. Okay, we're going to engage through the right glute and we're just going to be rocking forwards and backwards here. Trying to keep that forward tilt the whole time on the pelvis. Rocking forward, back, feeling that through the front of the right hip flexor there. Good, and then we'll take our right palm, press to the ceiling, and we're going to drop down. So we're trying to create as long a line as we can from our right palm all the way down through our right knee. Good, and coming back down, we'll switch sides there. So right foot forward, left knee stays on the ground. Tilt the pelvis forward, torso remains nice and upright, and we're just rocking forward and back there, trying to stay connected from the torso through to the hips rather than that big overarching. Rocking forward and back. Good stuff, and then we'll reach our left palm to the ceiling, dropping down through our right fingertips to the ground, creating a long line all the way down through the hip flexor. Good, and coming up. We're now going to work into our adductors, or our inner thigh. So left knee stays on the ground, right foot comes out to the side. We want our big toe to be in line with our left knee. Okay, pinky edge of the foot glued to the floor, and we're just going to rock forwards and backwards there, opening up through that inside of the right groin. Good, trying to stick your butt out as you rock through. Okay, now we're going to roll onto our heel, point our toes to the ceiling, and then glue that pinky to the floor. So you're trying to move the whole leg all the way from the femur up into the hip socket, rather than just pivoting through the ankle. Good, and slowly bringing that foot back in, and we'll switch sides. So left foot as wide as you can comfortably get it with that foot glued to the floor, knee in line with toe, and you're just rocking forwards and backwards there through the adductor. Good, and then rolling onto the heel, toes to the ceiling and down. One more like that. Good, and coming back in there. Excellent stuff. All right, we're now going our push-up position. I want you to step your left foot outside your left pinky finger. So your back leg is nice and straight, chest is proud, and you're just hanging heavy in the hips here. Okay, I want you to sink down and I want you to push that knee out to the side. Get some external rotation as you sink the hips down. Good, and then back it off. And once again, sinking down. And up, last one, sink, push the knee out. Good, and then we're just gonna turn that left foot out on a 45-degree angle. Okay, coming onto the blade edge of the foot and just pushing the knee out to the side. And back. Right, we'll go through 3 of the world's greatest stretch now. Elbow reaching for the ground, fingertips to the back knee, and opening up, eyes up. Good, elbow down, fingers back, open up. One more, elbow down, fingers back, opening up. Excellent, and we'll switch sides there. Left foot goes back, right foot forward. So we're starting just in this, hanging heavy in this position. Back leg is straight, chest is proud. Okay, right hand on the right knee. Push the knee out as you sink the hips down. Trying to get nice and deep in that position. And back it off. And down. And back. Last one. Down. And back. Now we turn that foot out to the side, onto the blade edge of the foot, and just sinking deeper once again there, externally rotating through the hip. Okay, foot back on the floor, 3 of the world's greatest stretch. Elbow down, fingers back, twisting through that upper back, eyes to the roof. Elbow down, fingers back, open up. Elbow down, fingers back, and open up. Excellent stuff. Back to a push-up. Now I slowly want you to walk your feet up to meet the hands. Trying to keep those legs straight for as long as you can. And here we've just got our feet about hip width distance apart. You can have a generous bend in the knees. I just want you to let your torso hang down on your thighs. We're going to spend about 30 seconds here, really releasing through our lumbar spine, maintaining that bend in the knees. If your hamstrings can handle it, then you just start to straighten those legs as much as you can, holding onto opposite elbow, making sure your head is relaxed. Good, releasing the hands, just toe heeling those feet out to about the width of a mat or about shoulder width. Hanging onto the big toes, we're going to meet down in a nice deep squat. So your bum is down, chest is proud. And then you're going to rock forward, pull your chin through your thighs. Actively pulling and squatting down. And rock forward. Down. And forward. And just coming down here. We're just going to spend about 30 seconds now in this deep squat position, and I just want you to be rocking onto opposite toes, working through the ankles here. Okay, so one leg bends, the other one straightens. Just being comfortable being down in this deep squat position that we're all trying to achieve in the catch position. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you might like to hold on to something in front of you, but just practice sinking down into your hips and rocking onto the toes. Good, and then coming all the way up. So I'm going to use a towel for this one. By all means, if you have got a band, go ahead and use that. We're just going to slow things down now and open up through the back of our legs, through our hamstrings. So we're laying flat on the ground, tuck your chin to your chest, left foot goes up, and you're just looping the towel or the band around the arch of your foot. Very important here that your bottom leg is active and you're pushing through that heel, keeping that chin tucked to your chest, and we're just going to hold this hamstring stretch up here. Keep a soft bend in the knee and just trying to pull the toes back towards your face. If you're feeling comfortable there, you can work to straighten that left leg a little more. Okay, then I want you to hold onto the towel in your left hand, and we're just going to open up through the adductors and the hamstring here. Remember, this bottom leg is active. Those toes are still pointing to the roof. Good, and switching the towel over. Trying to maintain those toes to the roof as you drop across your body. Little lumbar opener here as you're looking to your left fingertips. Good, and up. And just let both legs go long there. Feel the difference. It should feel quite nice now through that left side. And we'll even things up. So right leg to the roof. Soft bend through the knee to start. Actively pulling your toes to your face and that heel to the roof. Chins on your chest. So even though we're opening up through the hamstrings here, just this position is a great one to just release through that lower back. Work to straighten through that leg a touch more. Good, and towel in the hand, right hand, and you're opening up through the adductors, keeping that bottom toe to the roof. And then switching hands, we bring it across the body. And you're looking to your right fingertips now. Good, and back up. Both legs long just to finish off. Just sway side to side through the hips. If you want to, by all means, just take a minute here, close your eyes, let yourself fully relax, focusing on your breath, and just really trying to let that stretch settle in. Once you've taken some time, we'll just roll up to seated. And there's some mobility there for you guys. So take your time with the movements, breathe throughout. All the equipment you need is a towel, unless you've got a band. Have a great camp, and we'll see you when you're back.